Hello guys, and welcome to my video on my top 5 favorite Roy boss battles. So this is a series where I rank my favorite boss battles, my top 5 favorite boss battles with each coupling. So far I've done Larry, Morton, Iggy, and now I'm gonna do Roy. So all these boss battles are the ones I've made in Mario Maker 2. I won't take any of other people's boss battles ideas, and I won't take boss battles from the mainline Mario games. So all of these are made by me. So before we start, let me talk about Roy first. Now Roy's unique attribute is that he can dig, and once he digs, he can either pop out from the ground or from the ceiling. Now, if Roy comes out from the ceiling and touches the ground, he can actually stun you. However, his stun period is very short, so it's nothing to be worried about. Now, if you give Roy wings, he does not pop out of the ground immediately. He might dig several times before popping out from the ground or from the ceiling. As you can see, 1, 2, okay, now it's 2. If I remember correctly, he can do this up to 5 times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, okay, 3. Like I said, I remember him doing it up to 5 times. Not only that, but once he pops out from the ground, he hovers a bit. He does not touch the ground. He leaps a bit up in the air, as you can see right here. Now, when Roy has not taken any hit, before he pops out, he looks left and right, slowly. However, if he has taken one hit, he becomes much faster when looking left and right before popping out. When Roy is on his last hit, he immediately pops out from the ground without looking left and right. So he becomes much harder with each hit. So everything you see in this screen is what Roy interacts with. So I'm going to go into detail. So we have 3 categories. Category A, which is the most left. Category B, which is in the middle. And Category C, which is in the right. So in Category A, which is the most left, is everything that Roy can dig into and pop out from either from the ceiling or from the ground. So we have the terrains, the slopes, the kind of slopes, the normal terrain or normal block. We have the P switch, the P block, sorry. We have the pipes, we have the fire bar, we have the brick block, we have the spikes, we have on and off switch, we have dotted line blocks, we have stone blocks, ice blocks, question mark blocks, note blocks, the torch, the power block, and the conveyor belt. So all of these Roy can dig into and pop out from either sides. I'm not sure about the power block, since you cannot make the power block float unless with wings, so I'm not sure about that. But most likely he can, if you find a way, I mean. As for the torch, I'm not sure if if Roy can only pop out from the burning side or not. But generally speaking, if it's burning downwards, he can pop out from the ceiling, and if it's burning upwards, he can dig through it and pop out from the ground. So to summarize, Category A is everything that Roy can dig into and pop out from either from the ceiling or from the ground. So from 2 directions. In Category B, Roy can dig through it but only pop out from the ground. He cannot pop out from it from the ceiling. So if he digs through the mushroom, he cannot pop out from the ceiling, from underneath the mushroom. Same thing with the bridge, semi-solids, icicles, cloud blocks, solid blocks, and so on. So to summarize, Category B is everything that Roy can dig through, but cannot pop out from the ceiling, only from the ground. So do not expect Roy to pop out from the mushroom, from underneath the mushroom, or from underneath the bridge. And then finally, we've got Category C. These are things that Roy cannot dig through. So if you put Roy on these, he's just gonna jump. He's gonna behave like a regular Koopaling, or like Larry Koopa, to say the least. So we have the lava lifts, both types, the white and blue. We have invisible note blocks. Roy cannot interact with them. If you hit it and it becomes visible, he can't dig through it. Roy cannot dig through the munchers, the chain chomp pigs, the thwomps. He cannot dig through the cannonballs, the cannons themselves. He cannot dig through the sideways springs, the vertical springs. He just jumps on them, bounces off them. He cannot dig through the seesaw. He cannot dig through the normal lifts, the yellow and blue one. He cannot dig through the snake blocks. And if you put an enemy on top of Roy, or put Roy on top of an enemy, he cannot dig. So that's it. So we've got category A, B, and C to summarize quickly. Category A are things that Roy can dig through and pop out from either sides, from the ceiling and from the ground. Category B, Roy can dig through and only pop out from the ground, not from the ceiling. Category C, Roy cannot interact with them. He cannot dig through these things. So now that you know everything about Roy, let me go through my top 5 favorite boss battles into details, and I hope you enjoy the video. So at 5th place, we've got my Roy boss battle for my second world. So the idea behind this boss battle is there is one real Roy, which is the one with wings, and there are 2 decoys, the ones without wings. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to see where is the real one and hit the P-switch or the on and off block that will launch the Shelmet into Roy. So at 4th place, we've got the Roy and Iggy duo from my second world. So this boss battle doesn't utilize Roy in any special way. However, I just really like the idea behind this boss battle. You have to fight both Roy and Iggy in a dark room while avoiding this boo pillar. It's a really challenging and fun boss battle in my opinion. I really like it a lot. Like I said, it really doesn't utilize anything special about Roy. However, I just like the challenge and the idea behind it. It's a really fun and hectic boss battle. So for 3rd place, we've got my Roy boss battle from my first world. So the reason why I like this boss battle so much is because you're under a timer. As you can see, underneath you are 4 bomb bombs, and there's a lava bubble that will ignite the bomb bombs. So after a short period of time, you're gonna lose half of your ground. So like I said, you're under a timer. If you do not manage to beat Roy quick enough, you'll lose all of your grounds and you cannot escape this room. So the reason why I like this boss battle so much is because I really like how the bomb bombs work in this room and how you're under a timer, which makes this boss battle so challenging. But not only that, but there are 4 lava bubbles with wings in the room. So you have to watch out on a lot of things. You have to be quick to hit Roy. You also have to be quick or be careful not to get hit by the 4 Podoboos and flying Podoboos, as you can see right here. So this is a really intense and challenging boss battle, and it's one of my favorites from my first world. I just like how the entire room works with the bomb bombs and the lava bubbles igniting them. It's a really challenging and fun boss battle. So let's move on to the 2nd place. So this is my second favorite Roy boss battle. And the reason why I like this so much is because you as the player are confined to this small room, small area. You cannot escape this small prison. Because as you can see, there are bouncers on the left and right and you cannot go through them. If you get hit by the bouncer, you're just gonna bounce into the grinders. So you have to constantly jump from one platform to the other. Since while you as the player are confined to this room, Roy is not. Roy can freely dig and pop out anywhere he wants. He can go through the bouncers, he can come out from ceiling, from the ground, from any other platform. So Roy has free movement while you as a player do not. So this is a really intense and fun boss battle and a challenging one as well, because like I said, you as a player have to constantly jump from one platform to the other while avoiding the bouncers and trying to hit Roy. And like I said, Roy can just go through the bouncers and pop out anywhere he wants. It's a really fun and challenging boss battle and something that I really enjoy. So let's move on to my favorite. So this is my favorite Roy boss battle. And the reason why I like this boss battle so much is because, as you can see, you can only damage Roy when he's upside down. You cannot hit him while he's right side up. And this is the only boss battle to do so. Now the reason why I like this so much is because not only you can only damage Roy upside down, but the way I built this, it's really complicated. I was really happy to actually come up with this boss battle and for it to be successful. It's a challenging boss battle since you have a limited space to move because of the seesaw can dip into the lava, and there's also a lava bubble bouncing around. So you have to really be careful. And not only that, but you also have to see where Roy is going to pop out from and jump under Roy to activate the thwomp. So I really like this boss battle because, like I said, this is the only boss battle to utilize Roy's ability to pop upside down. So as you can see here, the only place Roy can come out from are from these on and off blocks. Roy cannot pop out from anywhere else. He cannot dig through or pop out from the from the sideways springs, nor from the snake blocks, nor from the seesaw. He can dig through the mushrooms, but he cannot pop out from it underneath. He can only pop out from the mushrooms from on top, but since the mushrooms are too high, he will not do so because it's hard to explain why, but the mushroom is put in a place where it's far away from the player's view or from the player himself, so Roy will not pop out from it. So the only place Roy is free to pop out from are from these not blocks, or from these on and off blocks, sorry. So I really liked the way you built this. It's really challenging to build, but I was so happy with the outcome, and it worked so well. I also like how you have to actually hit Roy. You have to jump to lure the Thwomp so they can hit the on and off blocks. Now you can make this more interesting by adding parachutes to the Thwomps to make it more challenging and less cheap. So as you can see right here, it took a while for the Thwomp to hit Roy. So anyways, just to summarize, this is my favorite boss battle because, like I said, this is the only boss battle where it utilizes Roy's ability to dig upside down, and you have to hit Roy only when he's upside down. If he manages to touch the floor, it's too late. You have to wait until he redigs again. So I really like this boss battle. It's challenging, it's fun, it's something really creative in my opinion, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the result. Anyways guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me which one is your favorite and if you agree or disagree. Thank you for watching.
Huh?